Here, hey, I just rambled on for about 5 minutes. I realized I had the microphone plug in the camera, which means it's hooked up to the internal microphone in my helmet, so you wouldn't have heard any of that. So I'm just going to repeat all of this again. It's Friday, June 7th, 11:30 in the morning. Late start, yeah, because I'm going to Campeche. It's just around under 3 hours, and check-in's at 3, so no sense getting there really early and waiting around. I've been in Merida here for 2 days. Really hot, like 43, 44, 45 degrees. It's just ridiculously hot. And yeah, I spent some time walking around the city, seeing some sights, but not as much as I really wanted to because it was just so damn hot and very little shade. I found I was crossing the street all the time trying to find shade from the buildings. So yesterday I walked about 2.5 kilometers after I'd walked probably 3 or 4 kilometers, and I was going to an Apple store to get a new charger, and it was just like scorching. By the time I got there, oh man, I wasn't feeling great. Anyway, good news, I got the charger for the laptop. Cost me 900 pesos. I don't know what that is, $70 or something. Not cheap, but what can you do? So the laptops work, and I can get back to editing some videos. And yeah, so like I say, I got about 2+ hours down to Campeche on the coast. The climate should be a little bit better, a little bit cooler, like 5 or 6 or 7 degrees cooler, but not a ton. But I am heading towards cooler climates, which is great. Yeah, so I don't expect a lot today. Toll highway, probably pretty straight, like the other day from Portaventuras to here in Merida. It was long and straight, and toll, and I think it cost me about $25 in tolls, which is kind of crazy. But what can you do? Yeah, I spent a lot of time riding with no hands because it was just so straight and boring. So hopefully I get a little more excitement today, but I don't really expect that. Again, another toll highway, but we'll see what we see, and I'll check in again later. Cheers. Well, let's just do a little filming here in Merida. So it's 39 degrees. I kind of... yeah, go ahead. I'm going to Campeche. Yeah. Everybody wants to talk to you. It's so lovely. I just love it. Yeah, so I don't know how do you live in this climate, man? Fuck, it's hot.
Campeche. It's a cool 36 degrees, which is nice. It's amazing how like it's dropped like 7 degrees and it feels such a major difference. And yeah, that's the Gulf of Mexico over there. Sign. Go up here, turn left, and circle back. I think this is the hotel. Yep. Maybe this is the parking lot. Blaring, so it's kind of difficult focusing. So I wonder if I can just park it right there. I'm going to. They can tell me if they want me to move it. Oh yeah, okay. It's only. Well, just before 2, check-in's 3, so hopefully it's going to work.
town of Campeche here is, as I said, it's on the Gulf of Mexico, and it's this walled city. So just over here, there's this wall that goes all around the city, and the wall was built really to keep the pirates out, because back in the day, the 1600s, there were so many pirates in and around the Yucatan, plundering and all that kind of stuff that pirates do. So they built this wall around the city to fortify it, and a lot of the wall is still there. Interesting. Anyway, really cool little town. Not quite as big as Merida. It's a lot cooler here with the ocean, or the Gulf here. And yeah, the buildings are really well preserved in the old town. Lots of really cool small buildings, 2 or 3 stories, beautiful colors, beautiful paint. So yeah, it's kind of a nice surprise. So yeah, just walk along the malecon here, or the coast, or the seawall, and it's about 34, 35 degrees. It's a lot nicer than it's been in the rest of the Yucatan. So yeah, I'm just here for one day. I'm going to get back on the bike again tomorrow and head to, I'm not really sure, I was going to go to Palenque, which is in the interior, and then make my trip in and out of Guatemala. I'm really hoping I don't have to do that, so I'm going to just doing a bit of research, asking some questions online. So if I don't have to do that, then I'll just go to Villahermosa. Yeah, either way, it's about a 5-hour plus day tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler. And I just checked the weather, and it's there's supposed to be some rain both in Palenque and Villahermosa tomorrow, 10 to 15 mils. So that's unusual for me. Yeah. So here's the walled city, or pardon me, the wall to the city. So it's just a few blocks away from the malecon, or the coast. And yeah, it's very interesting. I should say that there's very few tourists here. And obviously, because it's not the high season, it's really, really hot here. So obviously Americans, Canadians, and Europeans, they don't really come at this time of year. They're going to come in the winter, obviously, when it's warm here and cold back home. But yeah, there's really not that many people here, and very, very few gringos. I saw one family of 4, but that's it. And it's a Friday, and you'd think it'd be, well, I guess in the winter it's going to be a lot busier. But anyway, this is the entrance to the old town. So I walked up here earlier, took some photos, but yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And this street here is all pedestrian. And I think I'm gonna eat dinner over here at Marganza. It looks really, really good.